Have a nice day, children. Today our video session is Civics Unit 3, Understanding Secularism. Okay, we will see about introduction now. India is a land of multi-religious faith and multicultural beliefs. It is the birthplace of four major religions, that is Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism and Sikhism. In our country, people of diverse religions and beliefs have been living peacefully for a long time. Modern nation states are multi-religious states. Hence, there is need for tolerance of all religions. Religions of India. Already we saw about Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism and Sikhism. Rajaram Mohan Rai, Sir Syed Ahmad Khan, Rabindranath Tagore, Mahatma Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar were some of the noted individuals held high in public regards who contributed towards the spread of secularism in the various spheres of Indian society. Okay, what is secularism? Secularism is a non-interference of the state in religious affairs and vice versa. The term secular is derived from the Latin word seculum, meaning an age or the spirit of an age. Secularism is invaluable for a society like India, which is characterized by religious diversity. What does secularism mean? Secularism means an attitude of tolerance towards other religions and peaceful coexistence of citizens belonging to different faiths. It is a policy of neutrality and equality by the states towards all religious communities. Secularism is the principle of separation of state and religion, or more broadly, no interference of the state in the matters of religion and vice versa. This means that every citizen is free to propagate, practice and profess their faith, change or not have one according to their conscience. What is the objectives of secularism? One religious group does not dominate another. Some members don't dominate other members of the same religious community. The state does not enforce any specific religion nor take away the religious freedom of individuals. A simple statement by poet Iqbal illustrates, religion does not teach us animosity. We are Indians and India is our home. 12th Rock Edict, Asoka. Emperor Asoka was the first great emperor announced as early as 3rd century BC that the state would not prosecute any religious sect. In his 12th Rock Edict, Asoka made an appeal not only for the tolerance of religious sects but also to develop a spirit of great respect towards them. The characteristic features of a secular state. A secular state is the one in which the state does not officially promote any one religion as the country's official religion and every religion is treated equally. That is principle of liberty, principle of equality, principle of neutrality. Under principle of liberty, the state permits the practice of any religion. Under principle of equality, the state does not give preference to any religion over another. Under principle of neutrality, the state remains neutral in religious matter. Next one is importance of secularism. The concept of secularism evolved in India as equal treatment of religions. We need secular state to maintain peace and harmony between people of various religious ideologies. It is a part of democracy which grants equal rights. Constitution and secularism. Secularism is the part of Indian Constitution. The makers of the Indian Constitution were aware that a strong and united nation could be built only when all sections of people had the freedom to practice their religion. So, secularism was accepted as one of the fundamental tenets for the development of democracy in India. The word secularism was not mentioned in our constitution when it was adopted in 1950. Later on in 1976, the word secular was incorporated in the preamble through the 42nd Amendment of the Indian Constitution. That is, India is a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic. Sovereign means supreme power or authority. The basic aim of our constitution is to promote unity and integrity of the nation along with the individual dignity. The Constitution of India has the following distinguishing features. The state will not identify itself with or be controlled by any other religion. The state guarantees to everyone the right to profess any religion of their own. The state will not accord any preferential treatment any of them. No discrimination. Discrimination is nothing but differentiation. Will be shown by the state against any person on account of his religious faith. It creates fraternity. Fraternity is brotherhood of the Indian people and gives assurance the dignity of the individual and the unity of the nation. Mosaic of constitutional provisions. Article 15, prohibition of discrimination. Prohibition means banning or stopping. Discrimination already I said, differentiate. So banning or stopping of differentiate on grounds of religions, caste, sex or place of birth, etc. Article 16, equality of opportunity in public employment. Article 25th 1 guarantees the freedom of conscience and the right to profess, practice and propagate religion individually. Article 26, freedom to manage religious affairs. Article 27, the state shall not compel any citizen to pay taxes for the promotion of any particular religion. Article 28, on religious instruction or religious worship in certain educational institution. Article 29 2, a ban on discrimination in state-aided educational institution. Why do we need secular education? Children as future citizens must get education which should aim at their development of character and moral behavior. Secular education is needed to remove narrow-mindedness and makes dynamic and enlightened view, to develop moral and humanistic outlook, to train the youth to be good citizens, to strengthen democratic values like liberty, equality and fraternity and cooperative living, to give wider vision towards life, to develop an attitude of appreciation and understanding of others' point of view, to develop the spirit of love, tolerance, cooperation, equality and sympathy, then to synthesis materialism and spiritualism. Akbar's tomb at Sikandara near Agra, India. Akbar's instruction for his mausoleum was that it would incorporate elements from different religions including Islam and Hinduism. Conclusion. The Indian state is secular and works in various ways to prevent religious domination. Secularism undoubtedly helps and aspires to enable every citizen to enjoy fully blessings of life, liberty and happiness. The Indian Constitution guarantees fundamental rights that are based on secular principles. It is one of the glowing achievements of Indian democracy. It compels people to respect other religion. It grants equal rights to the people in respect of their religious faith. It is desirable for a country like India. Thank you, ma. Take care. you learn properly.